What's up, guys? Scott Martin here, dishing out the fishing tips today. Keeping them simple, guys. How do you pick the right size plastic worm to fish with? Again, you go in the tackle shop, there's many different colors and many different sizes. How do you pick the right one? Keep it real simple for you guys. When I'm fishing for big fish, I'm fishing with bigger worms like this big 10-inch worm here versus a smaller worm like this one here. But on the same token, if I'm fishing in heavy cover, I'm going to fish a big worm versus a small worm because I want that worm to show up in the water a little bit better. If I'm fishing around a lot of vegetation like here on Lake Okeechobee and I'm throwing a real small 3 or 4 inch worm, it blends into the grass and it blends into the background so much that these fish sometimes won't be able to pick it out. So I like to throw a big 10-inch worm. But if I'm fishing in open water, let's say I'm fishing a rock pile, I'm fishing a ledge out in open water, there's nothing around except bottom, then I can get away with a smaller worm. Sometimes those smaller worms will allow you to catch more fish. And believe it or not, guys, the biggest fish in the lake will bite a small worm. You do not have to fish a giant worm to catch giant bass. So keep it simple out there. Again, if I'm flipping heavy cover and it's real thick, I'm going to flip a big creature bait like this. If I'm fishing heavy cover but it's real open underneath the mat, I'm going to fish a smaller worm like this. Again, another part of this is to keep in consideration water temperature. The colder the water, the smaller the bait. The warmer the water, the bigger the bait. Simple rule of thumb, guys. Stay tuned for more tips coming up. And at the end of this video, be sure to click on the subscribe now button. Scott Martin Challenge, Fishhound.com. See you next week.